to. I clenched my fists a little bit. I had this expression like I'm bracing myself for whatever bad news was going on.
Yep.
And before the woman even talked, she was all like, "Oh, you're angry." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I am."
Uh-huh.
And she,
Matta says Delta is always shit.
mm, yeah. So they decided to. What they were actually doing was that they were trying to divulge what exactly was going on with the door, which I point to the chain because the chain was completely off of it.
Oh no.
And there was already somebody that was supposedly coming, and they were about to be coming like 2 hours later. So when like a couple of the flights were already leaving, Hmm. And after I clenched my fist, they walked on by, and I was just pretty much going through, going back and forth with all this stuff. And more customers just kept on going towards the same flight that was about to leave in less than 20 minutes because people have no sense of timing. Um, while I was just barely about to finally get back up to the proper amount or be able to actually catch up, really,
Yep.
even though I'm only working with 2 carts.
They're supposed to know that. Yep.
Yeah. So I was starting to get even more stressed and even more stressed. And then suddenly, while I was having to pile up a bunch of bags into this corner, somebody else came in with a little receipt where they were actually having to look for a bag. I couldn't help,
Uh-huh.
but my groan sounded like a growl.
Oh no.
And even though I explained to this person saying, "You're not the problem, it's just that what I'm currently dealing with, I don't know what the heck happened." But they were like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get here to grab a bag." So I was like, "Okay, all right." So they looked through the bags. I had to be able to try to catch up the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And soon thereafter, they were able to finally find the bag and just go away. So soon enough, it kept on going. I kept on freaking trying to play catch up, and another lady came in asking if they could help. I just looked up at her because I was already annoyed. I've had this annoyed face the entire day today, but she took it as I was aggravated
I know
towards
that,
her.
huh? Yep.
And I explained to her, saying, "No, I'm not mad at you. It's just of this bullshit." As, of course, reflectively, I punched the garage door really hard.
Mm-hmm. Is your hand okay?
My hand's always okay. I punch harder things. Um,
Okay.
hell, I even punched one of the carts before and then left a dent. Um, so
Nice.
they were like, "You don't need to be all angry with me. I'm just trying to help." It's like, I understand, but as of right now, helping me is just going to aggravate me more. And Delta doesn't give a shit, and these customers have no idea. And she's like, "Yeah, these customers that are paying your salary." I was like, "Well, these customers aren't really paying my salary, especially not now." Because as of right now, all these customers are doing is just paying into the pocket of Delta, which Delta knows it. Delta's not giving us any money. And Delta also is literally siphoning some money away from the other company, the lesser company underneath of us, underneath of them, which is known as G2. Just so therefore, we're now dealing with so much uh, just employee shortages. We're completely understaffed. We literally had 3 people total. No, technically 4. It was the supervisor, the other ops agent, me, and Jason. That was it. So we had to deal with that type of nonsense constantly. So she just left, and after she left, I was just continuing doing it and just going through it until finally I caught up again.
Yep.
So I got thirsty. I couldn't help it, but go and get some hot cocoa because I was freezing my ass off. Freezing rain, you know?
Yep.
And I. Wait, do I have bits? No, I don't. I wound up apologizing to the previous lady because, as I told her before, I wasn't mad at her. It's just that the aggravation and stress of the fact that the door wasn't opening, and on top of that, there was a lot of shit that was going on. We were completely understaffed, and I just at that present moment just cannot deal with it because I had to go up and down from the back room and having to play catch up the entire time. It's just absolutely infuriating. She's like, okay, it's all right. I understand that. I accept your apology. And she gave me a hug. So I was like, okay. And she asked me to be able to try to apologize to the other two girls, which I apparently scared the shit out of. Even though that wasn't my intention.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have ever hurt any of them, really, or hurt anyone, actually.
Yes. But they're idiots and they don't know that.
So I wound up at least being able to apologize to one of them. The other one was already busy. And sooner or later, finally, around the time that we finally got the garage door up, which it's having to be permanently staying up by the maintenance that was actually dealing with it. We got done with the main line down there and the other plane that came in at the same time. And it was just at the cusp of finally some people actually coming in for the shift. And needless to say, I literally just, after I got right up to the bag room, my boss, my general manager, came up to me and said, well, you got two options. Like, what? You can go ahead and quit now, or you can be suspended. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, apparently a couple girls were saying that you were throwing a fit and yelling and screaming at them and clenching your fist. I was like, that's not what happened at all. But I guess whatever. So I try to think about it logically. If I was to be suspended, I was thinking that at least I wouldn't necessarily completely burn the bridge. But he went on to say, well, as long as their supervisor is there, or their general manager is there, the bridge is already burned. So I had to forcibly just quit.
If you'd gotten the suspension, would you at least have been paid?
No.
Oh. So it was basically asking they were basically asking you how you wanted to be screwed.
Pretty much. Because if they would have fired me, then I would have at least been able to get
severance or
yeah,
something?
severance. I would have been able to get at least unemployment.
See, I would have aimed for that option. Personally.
Well, they weren't giving me that option, and they wouldn't allow me to get that option.
Oh, the bitch.
Yeah. Because G2 likes screwing people over, as well as Delta. So, I will go ahead and repeat myself. Don't ever choose Delta.
Okay.
Delta does not care about you. Delta doesn't even care about their employees. What they care about is is their paycheck.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I still have another job lined up.
Well, that's good.
I'm hoping that I'll be able to join there. I'll be laying down pipe. And
But I'm bumping.
but yeah. Needless to say, my current head stuff is not
Been
doing me any
aggravated because
favors.
of this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you'll be alright.
I appreciate that.
I really do.
But screw all that nonsense. Let's get ourselves ready for
The duck is the dungeons. I'm in dungeons.
yeah.
So I guess you'll be able to come to my Friday stream
Yeah.
without all needed things.
I'll actually probably come there a lot more earlier than usual.
Mm.
And actually, I don't even work on Friday anyway. Wait, Friday? Oh yeah,
By
you're
Friday.
Friday. Like,
Wow. I really hope that your new job, where you're laying down pipe, as you put it, does not get cancelled out from under you, because that could suck.
I got other jobs that I currently have applied for that I've been applying for during the time that I was trying to get out of this job.
Well, know what would be awesome?
Hmm.
If you ended up getting that other job that you applied for, where you become a minor celebrity. The game show or whatever it was.
That would have been great, but that one they didn't even come back, call me back or anything about it.
I'm not surprised. Jobs like that really don't call you back very well.
No,
They suck.
but
They expect you to know.
well, that's fine. Again,
I nearly got a TV role once
yeah, I remember.
on Neighbours, which is an Australian serial soap type thing. It's really popular in the UK for some reason.
Huh.
And it was down to me and one other chick. And well, obviously I didn't get it. But the chick that they did end up casting did very well for herself. I mean, she even ended up working for Joss Whedon and stuff.
Gosh, Sweden. Cool.
Mm.
I still wish
I
that you would have
see
been
her
able to
all
get that job. It would have been perfect to probably be able to actually watch actual Australian television.
Mm,
But then again,
probably not, because it was for a show that not even I would go watch. But it's the same show that Margot Robbie started on.
mm,
And well, we all know where she ended up.
yeah.
I wouldn't have minded acting opposite Leonardo DiCaprio. Could you imagine that paycheck? Damn. And instead of Margot Robbie being it wasn't Margot Robbie, but instead of her being a thing, um, it could have been Pyrus Andrea. That would have been funny.
That would be just a highlight. But then again, I probably would have never met you.
True. Probably would have just seen me on TV or in a movie or something and gone, wow, she's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would not be able to get with that anytime soon.
Right after I didn't get that job, I started my stripping. So. And started a different way.
Yeah. And a nerd's dream come true if you really think about it. What?
True.
Oh, okay, that's
I
right.
was thinking about it.
I thought I did it bad.
No, I was thinking about it.
Bad today, apparently, especially considering that my fucking paycheck didn't decide to come in either. So I was also
Oh
stranded.
no.
Yeah, I was stranded for a little while. My uncle was the one that had to come to my rescue.
I hope you're still gonna get your paycheck. They're not gonna screw you on that, are they?
Oh, they'll be receiving a fucking lawsuit of their life if they did not give me my paycheck.
Yeah. Don't mind the squeaky sounds. It's just coming from my mouth.
Coming from your mouth?
Yeah. That's my attempt of speaking dolphin.
Oh.
I push my lips together and then I suck.
God damn it, Pyra.
Yes.
Yes. Ay, too many people like to mess with me. Way too many people. Because it's easy.
Why did I get booped? They booped me
You deserved it.
for making fart noises with my mouth.
Or
You got bonked though.
God damn it.
You got bonked though.
I'm not horny. I don't need the bonk. I got the license. And I got the dog who's currently licking my elbow. Why are you licking my weenus?
Oh no! That sounds so wrong.
The weenus?
Yeah.
That's
Oh wow,
not
you're
your
still
fault.
little down low from last time. I could set my boobies on you.
You can, but I warn you, I bite.
So do I.
You know. Almost poop in the
Yeah,
eye.
you almost pooped me in the eye.
Don't mind me. I'm petting my dog.
Sure you are.
I'm petting. Yes, I am. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. You're sucking on your lips.
Oh yeah, it's my butt. I put it up to the microphone that I put my mouth near to do it. Wait, no. I put my mouth near that so that I can do my freaking ASMR. There's no way I'm farting on my microphone. At least until I get a new one. But my new chair should be arriving today. Then I won't be in the squeaky chair gang.
Yeah. You fidget butt.